Welcome to Level Up TV with Disrepute and Vor, in that order. Pretty important.
That's a ridiculous order. It's so selfish and pathetic. I don't like it at all.
Okay, thanks for that, Vor. Ruining the VOD. That's lovely, that is. Yeah, thanks. Just wanted a professional start to this stream for once. No, but no, you just couldn't do it, could you? That's what happens.
You don't know the meaning of the word professional.
You think you're mates with someone, and this is how they treat you. Anyway, this is the ClanBase Nations Cup 2012 semi-final. Sweden versus Italy, or Italy versus Sweden, whatever way you want to put it around.
Excellent.
And the winner will go on to play France in the final. All up for grabs here, pretty exciting. Before we go any further, I know you've all done this already, but follow us on Twitter /LevelUpTV or @LevelUpTV. On Facebook /LevelUpTV and on YouTube /LevelUpTV.
On FaceCB.
Like and subscribe. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Now let's go into game and have a look at the teams as they stand. So Dimitri, Flash, Rick Mage and Sturmy is the Italian lineup. For Sweden we've got Dibby, Puri, Blind and Sparty, two ridiculously strong teams. I'm going to tell them I'm ready in case they're waiting for me. And Vor just connecting to the server there. First map's going to be Purgatory, which is Sweden's map pick. The second will be Tornado, Italy have picked. Interesting selection there, don't you think, Vor?
Sorry, say it again. Second selection is Tornado.
It is, by Italy.
Oh, God.
Two double power-up maps, though. Both of a fairly fast pace in play, though, as opposed to maybe Grim Dungeons might play out with its double power-ups. So, I don't think they're that dissimilar, the two maps, but obviously Tornado's not played.
You want to know why it's not played?
Why?
Because it just ain't very good.
Is it not good enough for you?
It's just not good.
Okay, that's good.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Go on, tell me. Just say it all.
It's probably the worst map in the pool.
It's probably the worst map in the pool. Or very small.
In any pool there's ever been.
Swimming pool.
No.
You know you can get saltwater swimming pools.
Yes, good for the skin.
Anyway, so looking at the teams, Dimitri, Flash, Rick Major and Sturmy. Obviously the standout player there's got to be Sturmy. Interestingly though, missing their superstar key man, the guy who does the most damage in most of their matches.
Most damage of any player online.
Zyrinx is not apparently available to play. So that's got to be a massive miss for the Italians.
I think so, yeah. I mean, when you take out someone who does comfortably more damage than Sturmy at the drop of a hat at any time in any match.
What kind of hat?
That's going to be a big miss.
A bowler hat?
Probably a top hat.
Top hat, okay.
Yeah.
In terms of Sweden, they haven't had that good performances this season. Not as dominant perhaps as previous seasons. Pretty close games in that, but still they are in the semi-finals and generally they're seen as the favourites every season. So
they're still very strong, but they don't look like the dominant Sweden you're used to watching. That's for sure. Even though it's much the same sort of lineup as you could expect them to field. I mean, it's been a long time since you'd see Tox or Fox playing in this sort of competition.
So yeah, out of those four, Dibby, Puri, Blind and Sparty, which are we looking at as being the superstar player? Dibby, I actually think, out of those.
Well, I think Puri is normally a key man for Sweden. He's normally doing so many good things around the map. You know, he can run power-ups, he can make great use of armor, putting out loads of damage. So I'd have him as a key. And maybe for Italy, you know, you'd say Sturmy because, you know, he's been in the shadow of Zyrinx for this competition, so it's time for him to step up.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be an interesting clash between the two teams starting very soon, hopefully. Most of Sweden were ready already. Sparty sporting the Dutch flag because he's actually in the Netherlands at the moment.
He's at Puri's house.
Puri's house.
Puri actually has a Swedish flag. Interesting.
It's because you can change it in Quake.
I know it is.
So, alright, you know it is. But we are broadcasting to other people that might not know you can change your...
to millions who might not need...
30,000 people on stream at the moment.
Whoa, that's a new record for Quake, surely, online.
Concurrent viewers.
30,000.
30,000. Yeah, well, we just did good advertising because when we did our Facebook, we liked it, and we've got 1 million followers on Facebook. So
I was on TalkSport earlier. I was interviewed, and I just plugged the show.
oh, thanks for that. It's done pretty well.
You know, they're now discussing esports on there as well.
Are they? It's the big
Yeah.
growing thing, is it?
Definitely.
Yeah. Did they talk about the CTF land by any chance?
Yeah.
What did they think about the outcome of the final?
They were
Rather
disappointed,
bizarre
to say the
ending.
least. It's going to be main topic on Keys and Grey tomorrow morning.
Okay. Interesting. That'd be an interesting discussion. Maybe we should discuss
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look who just joined Italy.
it. Here we go. The main man himself, Zyrinx. Now it gets interesting. Now these are big, strong teams. Here we go. Flash, Rick Mage, Sturmy, and Zyrinx. So, oh wait, who disconnected then? It was Dimitri, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well,
It's been benched.
he's leaving when the match starts. Just waiting there in case someone gets disconnected at any point. He can just dive in as a substitute.
It's a good idea. That is a solid plan. That is exactly what everyone needs to do.
So here we go. I'm gonna go live. Wow, I predicted that almost.
You what?
I started saying here we go, and it
You need a
then
new
it
job,
ready.
this. Soothsayer.
Weatherman.
You get commentary.
Following Dibby to start off with, they're just gonna get the best spawn for that mega dropping down and the shards on top of that. There's plenty of shards down in this lower area. 45 armor worth. There you
And you
go.
know
Picked
this.
it up. Pretty much
But
yellow.
it's Swedish team. They also got that lightning gun and red armor. Dangerous start for them.
Yeah. And Dibby's just taking a good route here. He's already got one frag and now this rocket launcher as well. Just stay around this location, maybe pick up this second yellow before the power-ups. He doesn't really need to push in. You can see his teammates are inside that red room, in fact. So, yeah, just wait on this second yellow. I don't really want to switch away from him because it's coming up to power-ups.
It's always bad luck to switch away from people. You know something's going to happen if you do.
There you go, two players attacked him. Does miss out on getting that shaft. Looks like Zyrinx coming out on top there. Let's have a look at some of his stats. 77% rockets. He's got to be careful, doesn't get railed here. The Spotty up above him. And you see Sweden definitely taking a keen interest in this battlesuit spawn. It's going to be a very late one. Teams are set up now at these power-ups. Sturmy there.
Only
The
a
quad
shotgun to
battlesuit
work
pretty
with.
much pretty delayed compared to the quad. Interesting. Switch around to Sturmy. He does have the shaft now. He has a red armor on top of that. It causes one of the Swedish players to crater. Italy are 10-6 up. Let's find this battlesuit. Moving through. It is above. Well, it's dropped down to the Mega. Mega's up, in fact. Rocket jumping back up. Are they going to meet each other soon? Let's switch around to the quad. Where the quad, there it is. Battlesuit drops off. Sturmy hits it with the rail. Quad has run out. Gets an impressive there. 75% rail for Sturmy at the moment. Puri coming out on top there after the battlesuit run. And the power-ups having run out, looks like Italy have got position on that red ball.
Yeah. It's interesting that neither power-up really met right until the end of their runs. But it was Italy who took the advantage from it.
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
Interestingly, you'd have to say that, you know, we've been used to, at least in this competition, seeing Sweden set quad up, which is unusual. Not many teams do that, but you know, saw in the first set of power-ups they actually set 2 up instead, which is probably more standard. Interesting to see if that will always be the case on this map for them.
I guess it kind of depends on the setup you're working with in terms of armor and weapons, where you spawn at if you've died. On that initial power-up, it's not as clear-cut tactically as a choice. 3 frags of difference. Sweden are in control of this red room. Sturmy going in aggressive there. Cycle round some of the Italian players. Let's go to Sturmy, in fact. Just above this rail position, very key location on the map. Of course, you got the shards, you're above the rail, you've got a rocket launcher close by, you've got some spawns to control. Look into the power-ups now. 5 seconds to go until quad. 4 seconds later is the battlesuit spawning. And look at this spam. I mean, Sweden got both power-ups here, have they? They have.
Yeah,
done.
that was a good steal by Sparty. He was killed like maybe instantly, but just not soon enough. Zyrinx had the LG on him, but still managed to land right on that quad.
Yeah, so the quad is eliminated. We're just going to be following this battlesuit then in hands of Puri. 78 armor. 100 health. He has got a
Prepare to
shaft.
Fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Let's see if Sweden can reduce this gap? It's only a small
Yeah, it's time
gap
to
at the
take
moment.
advantage. No quad to worry about, so you just got to be looking for kills. Great LG.
Brilliant aim from Curry, as we'd expect from him. Only 25% actually.
Oh no, they stole away that red though, so Zyrinx did a pretty good job there.
Excellent.
Nice play by Puri though. He's already got 5 frags on this run. 5 seconds to go, of course. The main objective would have been to win over this red room. Now he's in position for it, but obviously with it being taken, they haven't really got any advantage from it as yet.
No, but it's coming back up soon, then Puri will be looking healthy again and can look to move out. Maybe the teammate wants to come and keep an eye on it.
Of course they do know the time of it. Great rockets! Eliminate Puri.
I kind of thought it would be a good idea for a teammate to come and support him, as Italy did have the time, but they were far too late helping Puri out.
Let's cycle around. Mick Mage, in fact, the guy I think who did pick up the red. Making a bit of a meal of the kill and the spawner there, but eventually did get the frags, and suddenly it's about a 10 frag margin in favour of Italy. Do you know what? I totally forgot. Who do you think's going to win this match, Will?
Italy 2-0.
2-0 in the whole match. Interesting. So, next power-up's in about 30 seconds. Let's see Puri and Blind in this red room at the moment. That's 10 seconds time. Italy did take that last power red armor, sorry.
Yeah, and they're always here, again, you know, multiple people coming in. There's never just one looking to come and steal it. And they're doing such a good job on the red right now. And Sweden, you have to say, they know the time as well, but there's always only one person there waiting for it, and Italy take advantage.
There we go.
9-2 on the red pickups, by the way.
Sturmy going for this quad damage up in 2 seconds. He does get railed though, and looks like Sweden are going to grab this one. Dibby takes it with the dropped LG from Sturmy. Battlesuit is being delayed for some reason. Well, Blind grabs that one. So a double power up for Sweden.
Yeah, time to really take advantage of this. They need to bring the frags back.
Let's just switch in between the two. See what's going on. Blind down in this mega health area, going aggressive on Sturmy with that shotgun, should come out on top. He does. 2 frags on this run.
Spawn.
Making a bit of a meal of taking out Flash there.
Yeah, not so efficient on this run, Blind. Maybe if he'd have picked up those 2 kills quicker, he could have been, you know, off looking for more, but you know, it's helped slightly. It's brought it back to 12, the difference. They really need to do better on this red though, Sweden.
Nice shotgun work from Blind there, winning over. They're just reducing the gap now. Only at 8 frag margin. Well, up to 10 straight away, but I mean, they're finding it difficult to really bring it back at a rapid pace. I mean,
look at the amount of people Italy are committing to this red. And they do not want to lose out on it. Sweden are actually having to give it up.
Let's cycle around and find that Italian player with Flash with the red arm. Have a look at some of his stats. 41% LG, and he's waiting on this LG spawn. That comes up. He might want to move to a position that will set him up for the power-ups later, though he's lost pretty much all his armor and health thanks to Blind's attack.
He also lost all his LG ammo, picking up no kill with it.
Have successfully defended it for a second red armor pickup though. Let's cycle and see that red armor player. It is Sturmy, 20 seconds before quad as well. So he got the last one before the power up last time. 42% LG, 69% rail for Sturmy at the moment. 66 rockets even. It's pretty stunning stuff. And he's decided to go to quad yet again. This time he's got 2 teammates in support as well. In fact, all 4 of them are going to go there. Looks like it's going to be a power up apiece for the 2 teams. Battlesuit is delayed compared to the quad.
Battlesuit doesn't have great weapons either. Just 5 rockets left.
Mega health in the hands of Sturmy as well. 2 very easy kills. Confiscates a rail on top of that. They just ran around the corner really rashly there, Sweden. It's not the kind of thing you expect from experienced players. I mean, really surprised how they just gave Sturmy the kills there. Switch to the Battlesuit as the quad has just run down. Battlesuit not really able to gain anything yet. He wants to drop off a little bit earlier than that. Oh my god, nice direct rocket by Dibby. Does take out Flash. Only 9 health left. Just about used that to his advantage.
Just missed out on the red again though. Sturmy coming in and stealing it. Does go down, but still, that makes the red stats an unbelievable 15-2 in Italy's favour.
Incredible.
Sweden really, I mean, if they'd have actually had even half the reds Italy had, we could be looking at a tied game or even Sweden in the lead at the moment. They really need to make sure they know the time of that red, and they don't just leave one person waiting for it each time. No, they know what Italy are doing. It's just sending in people when that red's up.
Excellent.
4 frags is the margin. And would you say, I mean, you're saying basically a lot of that's to do with the items on the map. Let's have a look at some of the other stats. They are just ahead in yellows, but it's close enough. They are massively ahead in megas, actually, to be fair, Sweden, 11-2.
Yeah, but with, you know, with those reds normally comes an LG as well, so you'd have to assume that even though Italy is stealing a lot of those reds, they're probably getting a hell of a lot more LGs as well.
Let's remember as well, I mean, Sweden have had 2 double power-ups.
Yeah, finally the teams are tied though, and it's pretty much the first time since the start of the game.
You're going to have to back off from that machine gun battle. Shotgun at long range against 2 machine gunners, you're always going to lose. They're at least half as confident as they should be. Zyrink's not hitting the kind of accuracies we used to seeing him hit. 38% rail at the moment. We used to see him hitting pretty much every rail. There's the power up. Quick Mage grabs it this time with the quad. Battlesuit goes to blind. It looks like either team's just sort of settled for we'll have Battlesuit, you have quad. And then we'll meet, we'll have a little jolly picnic. Here we go, quad.
Wow, that rocket.
Just catching.
Are you watching quad, are you?
No, I was watching Battlesuit. I was just saying, quad just caught him though with a bit of long-range LG. Look at the rocket spam from above, takes out the quad damage, and Sweden can extend this lead. They slowly brought up 5 frags the margin now.
Yeah, Sweden has stepped their game up in the last 2 or 3 minutes to tie this game and now just take a small lead. Starting to look a lot better. And if you notice, they've actually started to get more reds because they've got 6 reds up from their 2 they had only a minute or 2 ago.
So the entire game plan has got to be around that red for Italy, and even if your game plan's not completely based around it, I mean, surely you just want to deny them from having their most effective game plan by just taking those reds away, and that's what Sweden have just started to do a little bit. Paying dividends already, I mean. A great example as we see Dibby moving in there. The red is up, and it's going to be another Swedish grab, this time in the hands of Puri. Let's cycle round to him. Oh, taking damage from the side. There's 100 stack still. Does have a railgun in hand. 13 shots to work with. Could do with a more shorter range weapon, something a bit more useful. Maybe rocket launcher, lightning gun. Get the frags with. But he's done a lot of rail damage. Yeah, look at that. It's impressive for Puri. Hits another shot on Zyrink's there, stopping him moving into the room.
Wow.
Secures that red armor. Oh my god!
Every rail.
57% rail there for Puri, and we just saw that series of rails. It was kind of what?
Was that 6 in a row?
In Quake 2, wasn't it? And that should help them secure out this battlesuit again pretty comfortably. Quad damage in the hands of Italy again though, and this is something, as you said before, we've seen from Sweden. They don't necessarily challenge all the power-ups all the time. Just happy to settle to locking one down. Seems Italy think the same way. And in a close game like this, you're not going to risk it too much. Wow, has the quad been eliminated? I can't switch to it.
Yeah, it is dead.
Seems it is 7 frag margin. As Puri moves through with this battlesuit. It hasn't actually got any frags with it, but red did look under control, which I guess would be the main objective. Secure that. Now at this lower yellow position. Probably moving into enemy territory there. And it seemed like the rest of his team were thinking the same thing as well. Just didn't even check that yellow's up. Here's from his team who needs to support at the red. They did actually miss out on the red there. Italy grabbing that one. Great rockets. Look at that frag. Another great rail. Puri is owning.
On fire.
Look at that. Is that 9 impressives now, I think? Guess you run out of rail ammo. So we've at least witnessed him take 13 shots, it was, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a red rocket.
Probably is having an amazing run, yeah. And he's not necessarily getting all the frags from these shots, but he's just doing a lot of damage. Really putting Italy on the back foot. Have a look at his net, actually. It's plus 12, 5.7k damage. I don't think he's been shooting bodies to get that. Oh, did just steal the red, and he survives. Only 11 health here. Another couple of rail shots. It's his 10th impressive during that passage of play as well. 57% rail, no health up in this area. Maybe there is at the battlesuit. Well, it is up, and the battlesuit will be up. Sturmy with the quad pickup. He's not looking as strong as Dibby. Might just switch around to Sturmy though and see what he's going to do. Oh, he's been railed. He's taken out by Blind. It's switched out to Dibby. Gets a frag on Flash. And they're just starting to extend their lead here. 20 frags the margin. And it's looking more and more comfortable.
Yeah, my 2-0 predictions going out the window.
Scuppered by some great Swedish play so far.
I want to see 2 maps. I want to see the maximum.
Here's a best of 3, of course, in this semi-final. I think the final might be a best of 5. I'm not quite sure though, so don't quote me on that. Siren's getting the frag there. Still not hitting his astonishing stats.
Not his usual 80% rail, 45 LG.
And we got pretty much our first look at Sparty. Was at that CTF line. Final play today, which his team won. Controversial
One in
way.
quotation marks.
Yeah. So he must be feeling pretty happy though. Pretty content with his gameplay. And it's just building up slowly in terms of Sweden and the frag count here. How do you stop the rot if you're Italy, Raw? Have they got to try and play for a double power up?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what Sweden have done, they've actually that they weren't doing at the start of the game was they're actually getting red armors now. You know, we saw at the start of the game, it's pretty much all Italy. It was something like 16-2 on the red armor pickups, and it's back now to 20-13. So
Excellent.
a hell of a turnaround, and that's pretty much what's helped Sweden. So, you know, Sweden have just stepped up their game and started taking those reds, and maybe Italy, they've given away too many frags, still looking to, you know, play the same as they were earlier, which was just not that red.
Zarinx with the quad again for Italy, didn't look too strong. Blind with this battlesuit again, he doesn't look absolutely tanked to the brim.
There's no great weapons.
They're going to come up against each other maybe in a second. Sturmy having to back off, hits the rail shot on the battlesuit, switch around to him, he's only 40 health now as he goes underground, tries to avoid the quad. Zarinx cut him off though, took him out pretty comfortably.
Yeah, great prediction to know where the suit was going.
Took the risk there, and it paid off. 6 impressives there for Zarinx before we switch away now on Sturmy's point of view. He's soon dispatched by Dibby. And again, we're in an open season around this red armor area. Lots of combat. Who's going to come out on it? Looks like it's Italy. Going to grab that one. Going to switch around and find who had it. Well, Sturmy, 100-100. See what he can pull out here. It's going to need some big maneuvers coming up though. There's about 25 frag margin in favour of Sweden now. We've only got 2 sets of power-ups left on top of that. Difficult one to bring back now.
Yeah, difficult, because the momentum's all with Sweden. We've seen how well players like Curry are playing at the moment, and probably turning it around now is too much to ask.
Blind just blowing himself up, dropping down 3 railgun for Sturmy. Look at the damage he took. Took out Dibby with ease there. Rocket rail combo. But Dibby did just kind of stand still as well.
Long time for Sturmy to actually sit on this red. I mean, maybe they've mistimed it because he's been strafing around it.
There you go, he gets taken out as well before it's even up, and Puri can see that tempting red. He's in 13 impressives, 54% rail at the moment. 13 impressives is a good indicator of how many shots he's had, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot. So Sweden have obviously done a good job with that rail. It's not an area of the map I've actually seen that much of on the POVs I've been following, but
yeah, it's kind of a very important area to just time that item move out from it. Here we go, Sweden with Puri 188 with the battlesuit stack going aggressive. Going to get the frag, going to switch around to quad though. Zarinx is double red. 190 odd armor, shaft in hand, he could take out the battlesuit with this kind of stack. And Puri goes point blank range with that shaft and rips into shreds, but Dibby's there to counter with the shotgun. Big kill. It stops pretty much any hope of Italy bringing this one back now. Let's remember, this is Sweden's map pick, so perhaps not one of the stronger maps for Italy.
Oh yeah, but we've seen Italy play well on it, and great individual performances have normally been enough for them to win this map.
I think nowadays as well, a lot of these nations are pretty close on across all the maps really, and it's just who plays best on the day that's going to decide it. We've just seen Sweden has just slowly built this lead out to be something that's not going to be caught at this point by Italy, and a pretty.
Been a big turnaround. I mean, what, they were 20 or so behind at one stage.
I'm not sure they were quite 20. I think it was 10.
I don't know.
Maxed up to.
Still,
But
quite a big turnaround.
it seemed relatively
Be 40
static, didn't
ahead.
it? Yeah.
And once they got to grips with actually picking up that red, it totally changed the game, you'd have to say.
I'm going to look at some of the stats while we wait here. 24-5 on Megas. That's a big indicator. Look at this.
Yeah.
25-17 in favour of Italy on the Reds.
Excellent.
And they were fine on the Mega
Much
all
closer.
game. You know, they've had huge Mega advantage all game, but it was just that red that was causing them so much trouble.
I mean, that equalises it out in terms of the armour stack to the Megas, the way it was working at the start of the game. But also, as you pointed out, Vor, it's an indicator of who's getting a lot of the lightning guns, which is how you get the frags to switch around to the quad damage. Flash, very weak, goes down to Sparty's long-range shotgun and switch back to the battlesuit in the hands of Blind. And I think they've successfully got every battlesuit on the map, Vor, is that right?
Let's check. They have indeed, they've got all 10.
And then 2 quads on top of that with the 2 double power-ups, so
Excellent.
really good fundamental TDM play by Sweden. Just make sure you at least get one of the power-ups throughout the map, and the easiest one to lock down on this map is the battlesuit area out of the 2.
Yeah, it is, and you know, we were surprised in some ways in one of their previous games when we saw them set up the quad as a regular thing, but you know, today they're playing that far more standard set-up suit.
Blue wins.
That's a big win in the end. I'm sure Italy probably gave up towards the end, but frag win when they were about 10 or 15 behind.